Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're at a Jubilee Hall on the outskirts of Bath where we are fitting 22 solar panels to a flat roof system. This system here is being funded by the National Lottery, so this is a very interesting one for us. Can't wait to get stuck into it. The panels are on the other side of this building and let's go around and take a look and see what's going on with the guys.
First one, like I said, make sure all the holes, see I got this rail facing the same way, they're different on the end, which is themselves in fairness, yeah? So we're not throwing away with the end one.
So the system we got behind me is the Van der Valk system. It's really nice, it all clips together, it's got nice rubber feet to go down. We've had our structural calculations done with a structural engineer that's come out to measure up and make sure everything's okay structurally, so that the loading we're going to be putting on this roof is going to be sufficient for the actual structure of the roofing. And also we've had the design from Van der Valk to make sure that the load rating and the wind calculations have all been calculated to make sure everything's sufficient for the area of where we're putting it. So yeah, the only thing that we are having a little bit of a rejig with is that there's a couple of things. As you can see, we've got a lot of things like this sticking out from the roof right the way along. So there's one or two things that we're having to sort of try and work around. So it means that the layout of the paneling has changed ever so slightly, so we're going to have to move one panel and put it on another, add to another row. There's going to be 4 rows here. One of the rows is going to be moved forward, so it's actually going to be separated from the other 3 rows. So we now just need to do a bit of a recalculation of the layout. So we're now going back to Van der Valk to get a rejig basically of where all the ballast lies, because we now have one row that's separated. That one row may now need some extra ballast, so we just need to make sure that the amount of ballast that's going to be put down will be sufficient for what we need, and also just to recheck that against the structural calculations that we have. But nevertheless, all is going well. Paul's downstairs cracking on with the 3-phase mains at the moment. I'm about to jump on, getting on with the MCS requirements, getting all the admin done. So yeah, things are going well so far. Right, so we have encountered a bit of a problem on this job. So as these things do happen, basically what's happened is because we've had to reform where the panels are going up above. It was going to be 4 rows. One of the rows can't quite fit because we've got some obstructions in the way and things. So what we're having to do is separate one of the rows from the rest. So that means that the amount of ballast load rating on the array has now changed. Which isn't a problem. Whatever it is, we'll get it fixed, but it just means that we now need more ballast, which now means that we now need more supporting brackets to go on to the array for the ballast to sit on. So we need more ballast, we need more supporting posts to go in. So that's slowed things down quite a bit today, because I've been backwards and forwards with the structural engineer and also with the guys that have been doing the Van der Valk calculations of the actual solar array. So yeah, there's been some time lost today, but things have to be right. You can't rush these things, because at the end of the day, the structural calculations need to remain good so that the structure of the building can handle what's being put on it. But also it's really important that we get the load ratings and the wind ratings correct for the actual solar array, so it's not going to blow off in a storm or anything like that. So what we're having to do now is we're not going to get time to fit the actual solar panels today, so that now means that we have 22 of these beauties to have to get them inside nice and safe. So what we're going to do, or what we are doing, is moving every single one of these panels one by one from the back of the building. We've got to walk them all the way around to the front of the building to be able to get in and put them into a nice storage room. So it's a bit of a workout. but the show will go on. So it's going to roll into another day, but the job will be done, and it'll be done exactly how it should be. So you can't rush these things when there's lives at stake and premises at stake. You know, it all has to be absolutely spot on. What is really good about this kit as well is that everything really just clips together nicely. You've got these notches here, so when you're putting these fitments in, they just simply clip in, and when the panels go on, the top edge of the panel simply sits here like this over the front of the ballast, and then these clamps just go straight down onto the panel like this and clamp it in position. So this is a mid clamp, so there'll be a panel on this side and there'll be a panel on this side, and then it just screws down, and exactly the same all the way along. So the guys have been going around, and these are our weighted ballast that we've got. They come in half ballast or a full one. These ones are 4.5 kilograms and these ones are 9 kilograms. So we're doing everything exactly to the specification of the Van der Valk plan that we have. So you can see here, you've got extra weights on the back ones here, and then the mids, they've only got one block, and they're all interconnected. So obviously what's weighted here and all the way across, it all creates one great big mass, and they're all interlinked. So it's basically what I'm saying is that they're all supporting each other. So right the way across here to the front back, it's all going to be one great big gridded put together section. Okay. Just like that. So these are the rubber feet that go on to help spread the weight and protect the roof. And yeah, like I said, we absolutely love this kit because it all just clips together nice and easy. 13mm spanner, just to interconnect the rails together, and that's it.
And then it Torx 30-bit, I believe.
Yep.
For the panels themselves.
Yep, brilliant.
I think, you know,
So here's the final finished edition here. Everything's all ballasted, weighted down, complete. We've got our 22 Jinko 440 watt mono all black panels. Another system done. So we had to slightly reconfigure how they were laid out because we had some issues, as I was saying earlier, with these pieces here and some others. So we've slightly reconfigured it, which has caused us a bit of an issue with the structural calculations. I say issue, it's just a reconfiguration of the, you know, having to recalculate the load bearing of the structure of the roof, and also it meant that we had to adjust exactly where the positioning of the weights are, because as you can see, these three rows here are all interconnected together like this. So they're all interconnected, which means because they're interconnected, it means that they need less ballast on them in certain areas because they got the interconnection, so it's all supporting each other. Whereas this one is now this row here is now completely separate from the rest. So this one had to have additional weight loading, being closer to the edge and being separate. It meant that we needed more ballast all the way along. So yeah, all in all, another good job done. This system has been funded by the National Lottery. It's great to see funding like this, because places like this, where you've got Jubilee halls, they really need help from the community and funding. So I'm really pleased to be a part of this project. And yeah, I'll be seeing you guys on the next one for more shenanigans. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon.